This is a channeled message for somebody. Babe, you got this. Whatever it is, you got it. Don't stress out or trip out too much about it, and have fun with whatever it is that you have to do. Also, be more in your feminine energy and less in your masculine, so you feel like you're not pushing too hard against yourself. This is something that I'm learning as well, because I tend to be in my masculine more than anything else, and it's like something that I get to actually release when I create or sing, or when I'm in my flow state. Then I'm in my feminine energy, and it feels so good to be in that state. However, usually I'm in the opposite state, which is like complete like masculinity, go energy, really high performing energy, and it's just like definitely burning me out personally. And anybody that's listening to this needs to know that we as a society do not function normally. Like literally there are capitalistic laws in place to traumatize you. Like people should know this. Your nervous system is actually being like exploited, and I know that that's like not comfortable to hear, and it's like not cute and blah blah blah, whatever. Like I will only give you the truth. I like to speak the truth. I like believe in the truth and I really only speak the truth. And so I will not say this. Like our nervous systems have been under attack for a long time. So when you hear this concept of like warfare, like even spiritual warfare or spiritual attack on human beings, it's very real, it's very true, and it's constant, and it's up to us to protect ourselves energetically and spiritually. And so Seema, how do you do that? How do you protect yourself? It's in the mind. It's in the mind. When you can streamline the mind and have it focus on things of like a higher caliber vibrationally, then naturally you develop energetic protection or psychic protection. This is what meditation is. And when you meditate, it's important that you meditate upon God. You don't meditate upon nothingness. You detach from reality, physical, tangible reality, and you attach to real reality, which is the imagination and creation itself, which is God. Yeah. Yes. Okay, good, cool. I know that this is information that, it's good to hear this. Like, okay, great, it's good to be aware, but like, what can we do? We have to go to work. We have to like perform all the time. We have to make good, performances in whatever it is, work, school, like whatever. And you should just know that like, as long as you have fun, that's all that matters. And you got to live for you. Ultimately, everything and anything that you do should be for you. Yeah. Like studying, you have the opportunity to study. Like there are kids that don't have this opportunity. So think of it that way. Gratitude is up to you, my friend, and it's the most important thing to cultivate. It's more important than intelligence. It's more important than mental balance and control. It's more like gratitude is the most important thing. It's more important than like loving other people, okay? You have to have gratitude. Actually, they're all connected. Like once you develop unconditional love for God, then you'll develop gratitude, and then you'll simultaneously develop unconditional love for yourself and others. They're all connected, but gratitude should be the focus. And it's not just like you hear this word gratitude, right? But how do we actually dissect it? It's not just like saying affirmations or feeling grateful. Like that's great, but it's more of a sense of intoxication with your own life, Like you got to be intoxicated with whatever you're doing. You got to fall into it. Let yourself be absorbed by it. Whatever it is, studying, running, things that seem difficult or require discipline, they are only difficult at first because they just require your focus. But actually, like in actuality, like studying is not hard. Like studying is not that hard. Like the actual act of studying is not that hard. Running is not that hard. Nothing is hard when you're in flow state. Okay, so I'm teaching you guys how to tap in. You want to tap in. Whatever it is that you're doing. Let's say you have an exam you have to study for. Beginning to study is hard. Getting ready to study, that's the hard part. Mentally preparing yourself is the hard part. The easy part is flowing with it. That's the easiest part. When singers sing, they usually like are not thinking of anything other than anything. It's like a meditation. Like you're just in the moment. When you run, you're not thinking about anything. That's why running is so great. Like that's why being in the moment is so good. That's why dance is so good and singing is so good for you, because you are in focus mode. You're focusing. You're in flow state. That's why people like concerts and raves and anything else, because you're in flow. You're not thinking about your problems or your issues. And honestly, thinking is like such a negative addiction. Like it's such a negative thing to think, because what we think is thinking is actually not thinking. It's just regurgitating like past memory and like past thoughts that we've had before. But like actually thinking is inventive. It's an inventive process, and it's a rare thing that happens. It usually only happens at night for philosophers, for those that are alone or solitary. Like those are thinkers, people that write, people that create, people that teach, people, or study or research. But usually the majority of the population is on autopilot, thinking about things they've thought yesterday. And usually your thoughts are BS in the sense that they perpetuate feelings of anxiety or fear or even depression or anything, right? And like, what are you creating, So it's just something to be aware of. Anything and everything can be a meditation. That's what flow state is. And when you actually sit down to meditate, like properly, like you just really disconnect from matter and attach to spirit and go in, like you go within, right? Then you become really, really good at flow. You become so good at flow state, and you can access flow state. It's actually theta state. You can access flow state with whatever it is that you're doing, with running, with singing, with dance, whatever. And so that's why, or that's how talent comes through, we think we're not talented, but no, we're just traumatized. We're just repeating like our past core personality, which is fragmented sometimes, often enough, usually, because we have a distorted sense of personal perception. We don't know who we are, So to know thyself is to know that you are God, like literally. As being a child of God, you are God. And so you have the ability to draw upon like different talents, different spheres of creativity, different gifts, different abilities. Yeah. And so this is what it is. This is literally all that it is. Like anybody can literally do anything ever. We are geniuses. Each person is. We are like ultra talented, gifted children. Like each person. And so reclaim this, like reclaim your autonomy by going into flow state, tapping into theta state, accepting and embracing meditative states or meditation itself, and reclaiming your mind, bro. Because like in order to really be you, and in order to reclaim all parts of you, and to not have your soul or your spirit be fragmented, and to not have your nervous system be impacted, and to not have trauma, there is a reclamation process that needs to happen. You need to draw in all parts of you. You need to retrieve all parts of you. You need to do a retrieval, And so I'm telling you exactly how to do so. And you'll be able to essentially tap into the subconscious mind and access like a level of, like essentially it's kind of like genius, if you will, and so everybody has the ability to do this. So that's it for today's audio. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave me a comment telling me exactly how you are going to do this. Are you going to meditate, and why? And try to approach this practice like not from a need to achieve anything. You don't need to achieve anything. I promise. Like even if you think things are the end of the world, like performance at your job or school or anything, or personal performance, like relationship performance, like it doesn't matter that much. Like it doesn't matter that much. Because ultimately what matters is you and your joy and your gratitude, like we discussed before, which you have something to be grateful for. You have everything to be grateful for. Yeah. So count that. I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening. I'm going to take this advice as well. And be sure to give this a thumbs up if it benefited you. Subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell for post notifications to get notified every single time I post. You do not want to miss my content, I promise, because I'm here for you. And some of these messages are so well timed, and they're meant to find you exactly when you need them, when you need to hear them. So turn on that bell for post notifications. I love you guys. I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.